Hey everyone, PurePhoenix here, and I'm doing another StarCraft 2 commentary. Today is going to be another one of my own games between PurePhoenix, the blue Zerg on the middle left, and elmksan, the red Terran up the top right. And this match will be played on the map Abyssal Caverns. So this happened to be my placement match for 1 versus 1, and I will reveal the league I was placed in at the end. I'm glad that the ladder lock has finally come to an end because it was really beginning to frustrate me. So, a good friend of mine, Pure Marine, suggested to me that I make a series called The Road to Diamond. So, the game I casted the other day between myself and, I believe it was Andrew, will be episode 1 of that, and this is going to be episode 2. So, The Road to Diamond is going to be my ladder games. It won't always be games I win, but it'll be good games, not 5-minute cannon rush cheeses or whatever else I come across along the way. But yeah, it'll be good, solid games where I can explain a bit and try to help you all out and learn a bit myself along the way. So this game was, I also played my 4v4 placements before I got home. I played it at school and I ended up losing that, but I still got diamond somehow. So not sure how that happened. Barracks going down and a gas for elmksan. And myself and Pure Immortal, I was talking about doing a live cast. I decided not to do that because it was just going to be too complicated trying to capture my audio and the Skype audio, and he's probably not the right man for a job. No offense, Pure Immortal. And yeah, we played our game, we lost unfortunately, and for some reason we got gold, which we're really not happy about because we were looking forward to it. We were hoping for platinum or even diamond, and yeah, we got gold. So considering that we had such a high MMR, I don't see how that's fair, but yeah. So you may notice I've gone from my standard Roach Rush opening, 11 spawning pool, 12 gas, and then at 14 I'll get those Lings and that Queen, which I've already done, and I'll sit at 17 to apply, get a couple of Overlord and a Roach Warren, and then move out when I've got some units. This Overlord is going to scout the position. This one had no luck in locating my opponent. And just so there I see the barracks going down and a tech lab, which is an unusual start. Normally 2 marines come out from a barracks before any add-ons are added, and there's the second barracks going down now. So now the Queen's going to inject, and the Roach Warren has about 35 seconds remaining, and then we should see some aggressive units, and we'll see what happens. Thanks for the support, everyone watching this, everyone watching my other videos. It's all really good to have some people following me, and I really appreciate your subscribes, your comments, your likes, your feedback, all of that, even if you pay me out while I walk down the corridor at school. So now the Roach Warren is about to pop, so is the lava. Well timed, except I didn't quite have the minerals to pump out 7 roaches. I think I pump out 4 at the start, and now 2 Reapers produced for elmksan, the red Terran player, and he's sending them across to harass my mineral line. And he won't have the speed upgrade due to the fact that you need a factory before you can get that, and he's only just started mining his second gas. In the harvesters count, of course I'm behind. I always seem to fall behind when I'm playing and going for a Roach Rush, and now I don't see that Reaper. I don't believe I see that Reaper. But these 2 Zerglings, oh that's right, I caught a glimpse of it. The 2 Zerglings come up, they see that, they nibble away a bit, they end up dying. But then I continue to send these roaches to the enemy base, and I put a spine crawler down just to protect this back section of the mineral line. Queen continuing to inject and get some roaches out, more roaches being produced, and now he's going for some marauders and a factory going down. So will we see some Hellions or something, or will we see the speed upgrade for the Reapers? Now the roaches working away at the supply depot will go down. No defensive units yet on the map, and my roaches will march right up and take out that bunker before it is completed. And now there is 2 marauders shooting away. I should have taken that out and moved in, got a better surround with my roaches. Now move in a bit more. He's trying to micro, and now the probes are pulled. They will take some damage while the marauders fire from a distance and keep taking down my my roaches. This Overlord sitting here so I can go in and out and scout the tech continuously. It's always a good idea to leave your Overlord near an enemy base but not get it killed off. Now these roaches, since they were on A move, they did take down that that Reaper on their way to do some damage to elmksan base. Continuing to go Reapers now, haven't changed any tech. No, don't have the speed upgrade yet for my Zerglings, and now this bunker is going to be the completion of this bunker is going to begin. So this Overlord does fly in to scout the tech. Sees a couple of Marauders. Not sure. Just saw the factory now, so might be expecting some faster Reapers or some Hellions or even Siege Tanks later on in the game if it continues to go that long. Now, the bunker 1 second away from completion, but the SCV did go down. When you're attacking buildings against a Terran, try to take down the SCV because it gives you that extra time, and also when you've got melee units attacking you, get as close up to a wall as you can, because the more they surround you, the more damage they will do. However, in this case, when there's a Marauder sitting right there, it's not really going to change much because the Marauder will continue to do damage. And now this SCV comes in and finishes up this bunker. I'm producing 7 more roaches now. That Spinecrawler has finished, so we'll be able to defend this half of the mineral line. Reaper just sitting here for elmksan, but he seems to have cut production on them now, just going for the Marauders, and still no Marines out yet for elmksan, and the factory yet to produce anything either. So I guess at this stage, yeah, he is very low on minerals. He's even cut the mining of gas. I guess the roaches would have killed off a lot of his mineral line. The remaining SCVs are very low in health count, so it's going to take him a bit to rebuild. However, he does have the mule, which is worth about 300 minerals for a Terran player, a very handy ability to have. So now the roaches are about to move up the ramp, just sitting here temporarily. More roaches to join them, maybe one large attack, hoping to end the game, will be imminent. Now this Reaper did come and kill 5 of my drones, but it should never have engaged with that Queen because it was never going to come out on top, as they only do additional damage to light units, similar to the Hellion in that harassing manner. So the positioning of the Spinecrawler wasn't great. It would have been better to have it where the Roach Warren is, and this Roach Warren should have been used to do a bit of a wall off on my mineral line like this spawning pool is. Rather than just putting your buildings there, anywhere, put them somewhere smart like here to stop a large bunch of Hellions running in. And now this engagement will take place, and my Roaches are going to focus on that bunker because then I can start taking out the Marauders. Now that SCV nope, the SCV stays alive. Take out one patch of Marauders. However, 2 bunkers filled with Marauders still up, and another Marauder blasting away. So these Roaches will go down, and now I am going to hold up and drone up. I reckon expansion. No, getting a lair now, so I can get that higher level of tech, maybe some Hydralisks or some Mutalisks to harass. Now that bunker almost went down, but it will be saved by this heroic SCV, trying his best to repair it and extinguish the fire, which he does well. So now the speed upgrade. I'll be getting the speed upgrade for my Zerglings, which is always handy to have, especially for scouting or just small engagements with a bunch of units caught out of place. And a expansion hatchery going down for PurePhoenix, while elmksan still struggling to get his economy back on track. He does have a lot of minerals now, so what are we going to see? Are we going to see some siege tanks? He doesn't go for the siege tank option. He's still producing a large amount of Marauders. These bunkers did the job on my last push, so it will be time to tech up. Getting a second gas now on my main. The expansion is almost half completed, and if you look at the Harvesters tab, I actually managed to overtake him, or now we're drawing level at 15. So even though that early bunch of Roaches, they did go down, they killed off a lot of Harvesters, and I managed to get back in front on economy, which was always a good thing if you're a Zerg player. So now this speed upgrade about to pop, still saturating this expansion. Now a siege tank is coming out for elmksan. That could do a lot of damage against a lot of units from Zerg, especially light units such as Zerglings. elmksan's temporarily supply blocked there. And now this expansion for PurePhoenix about to pop. He just scans the expansion and knows it's there. So now with that relatively large force, he attempts to move out. Now a spy are going down for PurePhoenix. There is a significant lack of anti-air units there. Marauders and siege tanks, neither can attack air. There are 2 Marines, but a few Mutalisks will have no problems dealing with those Marines. Now droning hard, trying to saturate that expansion, getting just a few Zerglings out to stop any kind of scout or 1 or 2 Marines running up the ramp, but they will really do nothing compared to the size of that army. Now I'm well overtaking him on the Harvesters tab. Now that I've got that expansion up and running, he's still trying to saturate his main base. Just a Marauder standing in there, watching the hard work of the SCVs taking place. Now this one Marine heads out to try to kill off this Overlord. Overlord running desperately for a safe zone over this large crevasse, and I react by sending 10 Zerglings to his aid. Question is, will I get there in time? Now Stimpack and Siege Mode being researched for the Terran player while I'm still droning hard, and there we go, the Overlord is saved, and those Zerglings will say their goodbyes to the Overlord before heading back to their daily life. Now this large ball of Terran units, I do see this with the Overlords. I do see that he has 2 Marines, 1 Marine in the mix, which is really nothing compared to anti-air, and now I start to get my Mutalisks out of this spire. This expansion doing well with 10 drones now, and I should really be, I'm well ahead of him on the Harvesters tab, yes. So Stimpack is a very good ability for Marauders to have. However, it's not going to let them suddenly have the ability to attack air units, and therefore Mutalisks will still do a lot of damage. And I really think that elmksan should have scouted better, should have scanned the main instead of scanning the expansion, because a Marauder would have found the expansion quite easily. So now 4 Mutalisks are out, and this Spine Crawler going down just to try to do some damage. I don't think it's going to pop in time, however, these units have arrived and they will move straight in. Siege Tank going into siege mode, starting to blast away on the Spine Crawler. These Mutas react by going in, picking off the Marines first, and doing the best job they can. And there we go, the Marines are out, 1 more arrives, and that Mutalisk will take it down. Siege Tanks keep blasting away at my hatchery, and it doesn't quite go down yet, and the elmksan realizes he can't do anything, so he's going to decide just to move straight in. All of the Marauders on very low health due to the bounce attack that the Mutalisks have. Now there is a total of 9 Mutas on the field, and they will take out these Marauders maybe, and the Siege Tank. However, my hatchery has gone down, and these drones are returning back to their base to long distance mine. A Spine Crawler going down, really don't think that's going to pop. Oh, it might, because he's going straight for the hatchery and the queen. Sorry, the lair and the queen. This whole time I'm continuing to produce Mutalisk, and he panics. He is starting to get some serious Marines out. Needs to throw down a barracks, maybe with some reactors so he can get those additional Marines, but he has too many production facilities to run off this one base, which isn't even saturated yet. So now I start to move out with this large ball of Mutalisks, and I will get there without, and have little resistance to worry about. These Zerglings, no, the Zerglings are gone. These Mutas moving in now on the base. Muta straight away heading for that SCV, making sure that that barracks doesn't finish. Now going for the mineral line, starts taking out units, and just so many Mutas that there's not much he can do to react, and elmksan leaves the game without any kind of GG. And I really think this one was won due to my ball of Mutalisks. I mean, if he had scouted that, if he had scanned here instead of my expansion and just sent a Marine to discover the expansion, he could have thrown down a starport, gotten some Vikings because they're an excellent counter to Mutalisks, and he also could have gotten a lot of more Marines instead of focusing so heavy on Marauder tank. Well, I won this game. This elmksan was a gold level player, but for some reason I was placed in silver division. I'm not quite happy about that, but it should mean that the season, the road to diamond, will go that bit longer. So hopefully I will be casting some more games. I will cast the road to diamond game every day if possible, and I'll also cast many professional games along the way because they're fun to watch as well. So that's all from me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks very much for watching, and as always, leave your feedback. Cheers, guys. PurePhoenix out.